Have you ever stood in the kitchen sobbing and thinking, I just can't do this anymore? Thousands of dementia caregivers have. And it's not a sign that you're failing, it's a sign that you are running on empty. You have given everything to your loved one with dementia, and you are now tapped out. In today's video, we'll discuss what to do when you've hit your breaking point, how caregiving can pull you off course, and third, I'd like to introduce you to a term that I've coined, legacy caregiving. A lot of my clients have used legacy caregiving to go from feeling defeated to feeling anchored. For those of you who are new here, my name is Dr. Sinclair. I'm a neuropsychologist, dementia care specialist, and founder of the Confident Caregiver Academy. Let's jump on in. First, care partners, let's just normalize the I'm done feeling. You're not broken, you're not failing, you're grieving. And anticipatory grief plus ambiguous loss equals caregiver burnout. What do I mean by that? Anticipatory grief is the grief experience in anticipation of an impending loss, such as a death of a loved one. In dementia, this can manifest as grieving the losses of memory, the losses and changes in your loved one's personality, and the losses in their abilities that occur as the disease progresses. Ambiguous loss is a type of loss where there is no clear resolution or closure, making it difficult to grieve in a traditional way. In dementia care, that can look like the person with dementia may be physically present, but their cognitive and emotional abilities have changed, creating a sense of loss and uncertainty for you as the caregiver. Sometimes care partners distract from this type of grief and loss with the busyness of caregiving and perfectionism. So if I do all the things and I do all the things perfectly, I don't have to deal with all of the grief and loss that I'm experiencing right now. Let's start to redefine that experience for a moment, care partners. Redefine what matters. Instead of trying to be the perfect caregiver, doing all the things which can lead to caregiver burnout, focus on creating meaningful micro moments with your loved one with dementia. A touch, a smile, a shared photo. These experiences are the experiences that I call legacy caregiving. Legacy caregiving means creating small moments of dignity and connection, not perfection. It's not about big gestures. It's about presence, intention, and capturing the essence of these moments that are going to matter later. Here are a few legacy caregiving ideas. You can record your loved one's voice as they're reading a poem or telling you a story. You can even record their voice as they're singing a song or singing your favorite childhood song. Here's why this works. It captures their spirit for you and future generations. Another legacy moment is you can write your loved one with dementia a letter and read it to them. Here's why this works as a legacy moment. It allows you to express emotions while your loved one can still hear them and possibly still understand them. These legacy caregiving moments are going to be so essential for you later as a caregiver. Think of legacy caregiving like planting seeds in the winter. You're not going to see blossoms right away. In fact, it may feel like nothing's happening, but those quiet, intentional moments, the song you sing, the memory you record, the hand you hold, those are all seeds. And even when your loved one's memory fades, even after they're gone, care partner, those moments grow into something lasting for you and for your healing when they're gone. Trust me, I have been on the other side of caregiving journeys with my care partners. This will be valuable. You may be wondering, why should I even do this? Why should I create these moments when my loved one with dementia won't even remember them? As I said, you will remember them, and it will get you through the roughest time that's ahead. It's about helping you heal. You're not just dressing them, feeding them, repeating the same stories over and over again. You're planting the seeds of peace for yourself. So one day when this chapter ends, you're not just left with the exhaustion and the grief. You'll remember the way they smiled when they sang that old song. You'll remember the way they leaned in toward you as you brushed their hair. And you'll know I showed up with love, even on the hardest days, even when they forgot. I didn't. So when you're ready to give up, care partners, here's a few things that you can do. First and foremost, give yourself permission to get support or even step back a little. You don't have to be the only one. Explore day programs, respite care programs, or even the teenager down the road who can sit in with your loved one with dementia for just an hour while you get out and take a deep breath or go upstairs and lie down. I want for you to reframe this experience as caring for yourself is also caring for your loved one with dementia. Second, create a daily anchor ritual. What do I mean by that? If you have done nothing for yourself and you are just only caregiving, I'd like for you to take 3 minutes a day, care partner, to remind yourself of who you were outside of caregiving. Is it breath work? Did you used to play music? The guitar? Have you not picked the guitar up in ages? Give yourself 3 minutes of whatever habit and old activity that you used to do that unfortunately caregiving has pulled you away from. Allow yourself the 3 minutes or more if you can, care partner. You give so much more time to other people. You can allow for 3 minutes to yourself. Third, let grief guide your boundaries. Use the sadness to tell you what needs to shift in your life. Maybe you need to start therapy to process the emotions that are coming up for you, the grief and the loss. Maybe you need to pull in that sibling who was adamant that everything's okay. Maybe they need to come and be with your loved one with dementia so that they can see things are not okay. Maybe you need to go on a facility tour just to see what options are out there. Allow yourself the chance to pivot. So to recap, care partners, anticipatory grief and ambiguous loss equals burnout. You need to redefine what matters in the time you have left with your loved one with dementia. Legacy caregiving is a way to do that. While it will help your loved one with dementia, it's going to be most valuable for you. And when things really get tough, give yourself permission to get support or step back. Create daily anchor rituals and allow the grief to guide your boundaries. I hope this was helpful for you, care partners. I hope this allowed you to feel seen. If this spoke to something inside you, care partner, and you would like more emotional tools, then go ahead and download that free guide below. And in the meantime, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.